There's a lot of excitement for a baby's first rollover, first steps, first words, but baby's first crawl? Of course, it's exciting when a baby becomes mobile, but sometimes crawling feels like just a stepping stone, or a crawling stone, to walking, which is a shame because crawling on its own is a huge developmental achievement.
Crawling is definitely an important milestone. It's one of the gross motor skills that are not only important for just to show you how brain development is going, but it's also the first step in the baby becoming independent and getting to things and getting to do things that he wants to do.
While baby is working on crawling, he's also developing all sorts of cool new skills. Crawling builds physical strength, motor skills, and coordination. It's not so easy to move left arm and right leg at the same time, you know. That movement also builds core strength. When baby looks forward at his destination, then down at his hands, he develops binocular vision, a skill that will prove useful in school when he looks up at a blackboard and then down at his notes. He'll also develop spatial understanding, or he will after he bumps his head on the underside of a chair one too many times. The faster and farther he moves, the more confident he will be. Okay, now that we're excited about the future of crawling, when will we see baby motor around?
In regard to developmental milestones, the thing that I will emphasize to parents is that all babies will reach the developmental milestones at different times. Try not to compare your child to the other children in the playgroup or on the playground. Try not to even compare your child if she's a twin, because one twin might develop at a different pace than the other twin. So crawling will often happen starting between 5 and 10 months. It's a pretty broad range.
Most babies start by sitting up, then by balancing on the hands and knees. Rocking back and forth will signal a desire to move. From there, baby may discover different ways to crawl: belly crawl, bear crawl, crab crawl, and of course the classic movement on hands and knees. Some children never crawl. They get around just fine with rolling, scooting, shuffling, or wiggling. Late crawling or bypassing crawling altogether is more common these days due to the rise in babies sleeping on their backs.
If you find that your child is not crawling at the pace that you want, or is maybe dragging a little bit behind, what I always encourage is keep the baby on the belly as much as possible during the daytime hours, the non-sleeping hours. So belly time is essential to give the baby that experience, to get that upper body strength, the head control, and the coordination between the arms and the legs. I find that oftentimes the babies won't like it at the beginning. They don't like to be on their bellies, they cry. And the parents will tell me, but I try to put her on her belly and she doesn't want to be there. Get down on the floor, crawl with the baby, put toys in front of the baby, give the baby some incentive, some toys to try to get to, and tolerate a little bit of the crying, because they will get over it. The more you do it, the more they'll like it.
Most pediatricians will not be worried if baby isn't crawling within a certain window, but we do want to see other developmental signs instead. Alert your pediatrician if baby has no energy or interest in moving at all, seems to be weak, or cannot support his weight, or is not using both arms and both legs equally by her first birthday. Once baby has gotten a taste for movement, she'll be eager to try new methods of transportation.
If you want to encourage your baby to walk, one of the things that we often encourage is get that baby out of your lap, stop carrying the baby around so much, and put him in front of some furniture. Put him in front of some tables, some couches, and let him start cruising on the furniture around him. And that's how he's gonna learn to walk and get that coordination down.
And once the little one starts walking, it's only a hop, skip, and a jump away from, well, hopping, skipping, and jumping. I'm Dr. Daniel Applebaum, and you're watching the eHealth Network. See you next time.